Good afternoon and welcome to a reading with the Neptune Soulful Seer. Today we're going to do a reading for the Gemini community and see what the Most High is saying at this time for Geminis. Okay. So at the center of the situation we have that you are stuck and can't move on. You seem to be returning to some trouble, maybe running away from some problems and healing slowly. Below that, we have trust. Trust is an issue while you are stuck in something here. Okay. And at the beginning, we have a release here. Too much responsibility. There is a breakdown here. There could be a collapse or a downfall here. Okay. But the outcome is a Ten of Cups here, where there is harmony, maybe some contentment, some peaceful coexistence here, and emotional stability. Okay. All right. So you're stuck on something. You can't move on here. And this is something that is weighing you down, right? It's causing you to procrastinate here. But in the end here, there's a possibility of some contentment here, a peaceful coexistence here, or maybe some stability and security, Gemini. So let's see exactly what is happening here. Okay, we have the sun here, happiness, optimism, success. And we also have the Ace of Wands in reverse here. So this speaks to a lack of direction, a lack of energy and passion here. Okay. So there is too much responsibility here. Okay, that is causing a downfall or some procrastination in your life here. But the sun is shining here. Okay, there is a chance of happiness, success here. But you are dealing with a lack of direction here, a lack of passion or energy here. Okay, there seems to be some type of postponement here, maybe due to these responsibilities here, the procrastination here. But if you can get past this lack of direction here, there's a possibility of the sun coming out here, some happiness, and you can triumph over whatever is got you feeling down here. Okay. And then we have the magician here. Okay. That speaks to creativity, willpower. And we have the high priestess here as well. And that speaks to being intuitive here, listening to your subconscious, your inner voice here. When it comes to release here, releasing this responsibility here. Okay. You can use your willpower and your resourcefulness. Okay. And listen to your inner voice here when it comes to these things that are too much responsibility for you at this time, Gemini. Okay. So we have Mercury here, air. So we have Gemini, we have you here, the magician. And we also have Pisces here. Okay. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse, that is Taurus. Okay, so there is some rebellion here. Okay. There could be some personal beliefs, some thing that you want to be a free thinker about here, something that you want to manifest here, but you're stuck and you can't move on here. Okay, you're running away from some problem here. Okay. And then we have the moon here. Okay. That speaks of some type of illusion in your life here, some type of anxiety here, some deception possibly here. And this could be when it comes to this happiness here, you feel that that is an illusion here. Okay. You fear that subconsciously that you won't be able to triumph or be successful here. Okay. And that's why you're feeling stuck, like you can't move on here. and that you are running away from whatever problems that you have at this time, Gemini. Okay. But you need to release these burdens, these responsibilities here. Okay. You need to go within, listen to your inner voice here when it comes to your family here, contentment, peace here, because there are illusions here. There's a sphere that's causing you to be anxious here, and it's just deception here. Okay. So this deception here, this illusion here, you need to use your willpower, your resources here to create this happiness that you want, this success that you want here. But you may be feeling rebellious here, okay, when it comes to new approaches here. Okay, so you need to really listen to your inner voice here, okay, when it comes to this lack of direction, this lack of passion that you have right now, okay? All right, because you're stuck here, you can't move on here, but you need to trust here. Trust is a firm belief in the universe and the choices you make, no matter how the road looks right now. Trust will guide you to the right direction. So when you trust yourself, the universe supports your journey, helping to manifest your dreams here. So you need to focus on trust here. That's why you're stuck and you can't move on, because there's a lack of trust here. There's fear here. There is anxiety here. Okay. A lack of direction, a lack of energy here. But you have all the tools that you need to manifest what you need to bring this happiness about here. But you have to get out of this rebellious energy with your personal beliefs here. Okay. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, we have a Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. This is someone who is self-absorbed here. Someone there's an imbalance of family and work here. Someone who is obsessed with status here is around you here. Okay. And this could be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. And we had a Taurus in reverse, that Hierophant energy. So this could be a Taurus that you are dealing with, someone who may be very stubborn, who is making you feel some anxiety here, some fear, some type of delusion here. Okay, Gemini. Let's see. What else is happening here? Okay, we have the Fool in reverse here. Okay, so that is Aquarius energy. There has been some recklessness here, maybe being a little naive and inconsiderate here. Okay, when it comes to this reckless, this responsibility, being reckless when it comes to responsibility here. Okay, this is causing the downfall here. Okay. Being hasty here. Let's see. Then we have the Tower in reverse. There's a delay to some type of catastrophe here. There is an avoiding of tragedy here. Okay. Maybe some type of transformation will be taking place in your life here. And then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So that's coming back to reality here. Okay. Getting some clarity here on this lack of direction here. Okay, so there's been some recklessness, some carelessness here, but you've been resisting change here. And there is a time for transformation here, to come back to reality here, to get some clarity here. Okay, when it comes to a lack of purpose and direction here and passion, there is a lot of lack here. Okay. And maybe you've been naive here, careless here. Okay. But now you snapping back into reality here. Okay. And this could cause you to avoid some type of tragedy here, some type of transformation could be taking place in your life here. And then we have justice here. Okay, that is Libra. So you have to have an upright attitude, practice fairness, okay, practice integrity here. These are things that you need to manifest at this time. An upright attitude, transparency in what you do here. And then we have the Three of Wands, Aries energy here. And then you'll find direction. You'll get your confidence back here. You'll be able to move forward. Okay. And we have the Eight of Wands here. Okay, so there is some type of rapid change that's taking place. Okay. Some type of movement that is happening quickly here. Okay, when it comes to this rebellious Hierophant energy here. Okay, when it comes to personal beliefs. And we also have the Seven of Pentacles here. Long-term success here through perseverance here. You will get rewards for your harvest here. Okay. And then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this speaks to imbalance, disorganization. Okay. And there is some chaos here. Okay. So you need to find direction here because there has been an imbalance here. Overextending yourself has caused chaos here. Okay, so in order to get this long-term success, these rewards here, you need to plan, you need to be patient and work hard here, Gemini. Okay, so in order to get these things that you want, you have to have an upright attitude here. This will cause you to avoid any tragedy or catastrophe in your life at this time. And this is a rapid change that needs to happen here. Okay, this is movement. This is happening quickly. You need to pivot, change your point of view. You need to trust here. Okay, because there is an imbalance here, especially when it comes to family, possibly some emotional security and stability here. There is an imbalance here. You are overextending yourself here. Okay, this illusion here. There's fear when it comes to long-term success. When it comes to results from your hard work, you have a fear here. Maybe you believe that you were just deceiving yourself to think that this is happening here. But there is a need to really focus on your subconscious, your inner voice here to find the direction that you need to move forward here. Okay. And that way you can manifest what you want. You can manifest your justice here. There will be cause and effect once you are fair, once you use integrity and get clarity here. Okay. So you can come back to reality. Okay. And find your direction. There was recklessness here. There was some maybe inconsiderate behavior that caused imbalance here. Okay, by overextending yourself with someone who didn't want to commit to anything when it comes to this family dynamic or this partnership here. There was chaos here. Okay, and this could be involving this Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn who is self-absorbed here. Dealing with that imbalance of family and work here. Okay, someone who is obsessed with status here. Okay. So you need to stay upright in your attitude when dealing with this Queen of Pentacles here and make this change rapidly here. Okay. Be quick, move toward making this change because this energy here is rebellious here when it comes to their personal beliefs here. All right. And by doing this to, changing your attitude here, you can avoid any type of catastrophe here. All right. There can be a transformation in your life here. And it could be a rapid change once you start focusing on your success. Don't believe that this is an illusion here. Okay. Don't get caught up in fear, because it's time to trust. Trust. Trust is what is believed about trust here. What you want to be known as far as trust is concerned. Okay. You need to use this the quickest way too. Rapidly, in a hurry. You need to get that ability to trust, to believe in yourself, to believe in the Most High, that everything will work out for your good here. Okay. Because until you do that, you will be stuck and you won't be able to move on here. So now you need to trust. Okay. What do you want to be known when it comes to trust? Trusting you or trusting others. What is it that you want here? Okay, Gemini. Do you want to stay focused on things not working out, or do you want to trust and believe that you will get the justice that you deserve here? Okay. That you will get a fair hand, a fair deal at this time. Okay. Okay, let's get clarity here. All righty. Okay, so we have unhealed scars here. Okay, so when it comes to this release here, this too much responsibility here, being reckless here, careless, naive. Okay, there are some unhealed scars that you're dealing with, Gemini. Subconsciously allows old wounds to affect new relationships here. There could be some unhealed childhood issues that you're dealing with, okay, that are affecting new relationships here. Okay, so you need to focus on this. This may be the thing that is causing you to be reckless, to be careless, all right, to be hasty, okay, and it's causing you to take on too much responsibility here. It's going to cause a downfall here, okay? So you have to deal with any unhealed scars that you have, Gemini. Okay. And then we have here persuasive here. Okay, so this is someone that uses other people to persuade partner to forgive them and to return, or someone that does not face the music but makes others do their dirty work here. Okay, so when it comes to triumph and happiness here, success here, there could be a delay in catastrophe. You could avoid a tragedy here when it comes to dealing with people who are persuasive, who use other people as a middle person to persuade someone to forgive them and to return. Okay. So they are resisting change here. This person here who's trying to be persuasive in your life here. They are resisting change, but it's time for a transformation here. Okay. So to have this success, this vitality here, you need to recognize that someone is using other people to persuade you, or if you're doing that, to persuade someone to forgive and to return. You have to stop resisting this change here. Whatever needs to happen, you need to let go so there can be a transformation. Okay. All right, and then we have this downgrade. Okay, someone dates of a different economic background or to feel mentally better about themselves. They date someone less attractive to appear more appealing here. Okay, so this lack of direction here, okay, lack of energy, wasted opportunities here, creative blocks here, because you're dealing with a downgrade here, dating someone of a different economic background here. Now reality is setting in, okay? That there is a lack of purpose when you're dating someone because you want to make yourself feel better. And this could be related to these unhealed scars as well here, okay? So now you have to face the cold reality here and have clarity in the decisions that you make here. With this lack of passion and direction, just wasted opportunities here when you're dealing with someone for the wrong reasons here. Okay. You could date someone that's less attractive to you so you can appear more appealing, but all these things are wasted opportunities, wasted time here. There's a lack of purpose and clarity to the choices that you're making at this time, especially when it comes to relationships, okay? And then we have stuck in the past, okay? Remain stagnant here. And that's that you're stuck and can't move on here. Refusing to change here. But you have the willpower and resources to change, but you are staying stuck in the past here. So in order to get this justice that you want, this clarity here, you need to let go of the past here. And these people too. You're just using them as an excuse not to change, not to do better, okay? But if you want transparency, if you want things to be clear in your life here, then you have to make better choices here. You can't stay stuck in the past. Maybe you feel safer, but it's time to move on here. It's time to trust. You can no longer be stuck in these past situations, okay? So we have forbidden fruit here. Okay, because someone is married maybe, or loves someone who doesn't love them back, or there's a religious or cultural difference here. So there is something about the situation that is forbidden here. So you need to tap into your inner voice, your subconscious, to really think about what is happening in this situation. Are you loving someone who doesn't love you back? Is there religious or cultural differences that you can't get past here? So you need to find a direction here, right, to move forward here. You have to take a chance. You have to really think about with this unhealed scars here and being stuck in the past and dealing with something that is forbidden, right? You have to really look to what's going on in your heart. Why are you making these choices? What is causing you to make these choices that have you stuck here? All right, so then we have guidance here. So seek out readers or spiritual guidance instead of trusting your intuition. Doesn't believe what others say if it goes against what they believe. Okay, and that's that rebellious, that here in reverse here when it comes to your personal beliefs. If it doesn't match up to what you believe or think, you won't accept this guidance here. Okay, even though you may be seeking out readers or spiritual guidance here, you can trust instead of trusting your intuition. That's why we had this down here. We had the high priestess speaking to your intuition, but yet and still you go and maybe see other people, listen to people. But if it doesn't go with what you want the story to be, you don't accept it here. But there is going to be a rapid change here. Okay? There is going to be movement when it comes to you being rebellious here with your beliefs here, when it comes to, not trusting your intuition here, not believing what others say. Something is going to happen to cause you to change that. Okay, Gemini? Then we have stirs the pot here. So someone allows the opinions of others to dictate how they feel and what they want to do. Depending on others, you need outside gratification and approval here. Okay, but that is the illusion here. That is the fear here. That you need other people's opinions, okay, in order to do something, right? You need to be accepted and approved by others here. But you need to work on your harvest here. You need to plan. You need to be patient. Okay? You need to stop worrying about those that stir the pot here. And focus on your success. Focus on your rewards here. Instead of letting others dictate to you how you should feel and what you should do about your situation here. Okay? It's just an illusion here. It's all based in fear. Okay? So don't live in fear. You have to trust. Okay? And then we have mirroring here. So issues are being reflected and exposed. Flaws are being illuminated. Like attracts like. Okay, so when it comes to this harmony and contentment that you want here, there is mirroring, and the mirroring is causing an imbalance here, because if you're not balanced, you're going to attract an imbalance or person or somebody who is unable to commit to anything, someone who is overextended and chaotic. And that is the mirroring effect here. What you are putting out is what you are getting back. Okay, so in order to get this harmony, this domestic harmony that you want, this peace, you have to learn how to reflect that. You have to learn how to reflect peace, emotional stability, and security in order to get that. But right now, there is an imbalance here. Okay, an inability to commit to anything, overextending here. Okay, and that is that 10 of Wands in reverse here. You have too much responsibility here. You're breaking down here. It's a downfall. There's too much procrastination, holding on to unhealed scars here. And that is what you'll mirror. You'll attract someone who has scars as well that is unhealed. And there is going to be nothing but chaos here. Okay? So you have to learn how to let go. If you don't trust the guidance that you get from others, you have to learn how to trust yourself, your own inner voice, Gemini. You have to learn to hear what the Spirit is saying to you concerning your life here. Okay? So let's get some more clarity here. Okay? And stop letting people persuade you, stirring the pot here, causing more confusion in your life. And don't play yourself. Don't feel you have to downgrade in order to make yourself feel better. Okay? You should try to get what you deserve, what really makes you happy. Okay? Because this downgrade is a mirror here. So if you feel like you have to downgrade, you're going to be mirroring this energy, and someone is going to feel the same way about you here. So you need to accept guidance, whether from others or trust yourself. Learn to trust your intuition here. Okay? Because these things that are forbidden here is just causing the pot to be stirred here. And it's causing you to stay stuck, unable to move on here. Okay, and you want to get your life in balance here. Okay, don't run away from your problems here. Okay, because someone that you're dealing with is imbalanced here. Right, they're self-absorbed here. There's an imbalance between the family and the work ethic here. And someone is just obsessed with status here. Okay, and quite possibly they feel that you are the same way, because this mirror effect is here. Okay, so any scars that you have that have not been healed, this is the time to work on it, to get healing here, Gemini. Okay, and trust that things will work out here. So we'll these 3 angel cards and see what we have here. So we have triple eights here. That is karma here. So there's balance, finances, success, wealth cycles, and what goes around comes around. Okay. So this speaks to money coming your way here. And this refers to more than monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. Okay, so take responsibility for what is going on in your life, for the responsibilities that you're taking on here. Okay, take responsibility. Maybe you made some reckless choices here. Maybe you were careless here, but now you need to take responsibility here. Okay, then we have the triple sevens. We got triple eight, triple sevens, and 4 5s. Okay, so we have good luck and clarity. Okay, and clarity is definitely needed here. Triple sevens, there's good luck here, contentment, prosperity, abundance here, the spiritual awakening, and divine intervention here. Okay, so this is likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others, okay? So, yeah, everything that you've been through is a learning process, and hopefully when you get through it, you can help somebody else, okay? And then we have these 4 5s of clarity. That is a great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast-paced forward process, okay? And we had that 8 of Wands here, that rapid change here, okay? Some movement that is coming quickly here. And it says you aren't a victim of circumstances, rather you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end, Gemini. Okay. So, when it comes to this karma, you're going to get clarity. And good luck will come once you get this clarity here. Okay, once you make this transformation, okay, you're going to avoid any type of catastrophe here because there is a transformation coming. You will get clarity, okay, and this is going to bring some major changes into your life, major opportunities for you here, and a chance at contentment and prosperity once you allow the spiritual awakening to take place here. Once you bring the balance back into your life. So this imbalance here that you've been dealing with, the imbalance is going to change once you start to get clarity here. Once you start listening to your inner voice and stop listening to others who are stirring the pot and trying to persuade you, that you may need to downgrade here. This could be what people are saying in your ear here. Okay, but you need to stop listening to them for guidance and trust yourself here. Because if you are mirroring others' flaws, they are just coming right back to you. So look for the good, look for positive, so that positive can come back to you. Move positively in your life when it comes to relationships, situations, work, whatever the dynamic is. Go in there with positive energy so you can get the positive energy back. Stop allowing others to dictate how you feel, okay? When it comes to your success, because all they're creating is illusions here and causing you to be anxious here, all right? Don't let people persuade you here, okay? Don't, let other people use someone to come between, you and them to convince you that they are something other than what you've been seeing, okay, Gemini? All right. And if you have any unhealed scars, try to work on that here. Because if it's keeping you stuck in the past here, this karma here, you need to get out of this cycle, okay? A cycle of dealing with people who are not giving the same thing back as well, possibly. But use your intuition. You know which situation is. If you're dealing with someone who's married or someone that you love but is not giving it back to you, or maybe there's a religious difference or cultural difference, whatever that is, you need to figure it out and really work on that, okay? Really get clarity, okay? And once you get the clarity, then the changes will come. The process will begin on your healing, okay? So that is what I see for you at this time, Gemini. It's a time from transformation for you, okay? Once you get past this transformation, this karma, you'll bring in good luck into your life. There will be contentment here, okay? And you let go of this reckless behavior, being easy to manipulate, letting friends or so-called friends persuade you and stir the pot in your life. No more of that, prayerfully. All right, so I pray that you have a peaceful rest of your day and you focus on the good luck and clarity that you're gonna bring into your life once you really start working on any scars, anything that you need to heal from your past so you can move forward and be free. Okay. Neptune Soulful Seer is out.